Hi, I'm AprilPvd and this is Maja. I have been single for 4.5 years, sober for 13 months, and living on a small budget for the last 2 years. Join us on our journey as we live single, sober, and small. Good morning. This is AprilPvd in PVD, and I am on the campus of Brown University, which of course is one of the things Providence is famous for. I'm out down here by the big brown bear. It's quite impressive. Uh, Today is a good day to be down here. Of course, it's summer and it's Friday, so even the kids who have classes during the summer are off, so I can come down here and experience the beauty of this campus. I have lived around Brown. Most of the time I've been in Providence, so it's been a core part of my Providence experience. When I was at the train station, worked at the train station, there was a group that would come through occasionally. There were kids from different cities that would come through, and I would be an event. And then they would also be a couple of groups that would bring the acapella Brown group through, and it was always an experience. So this campus is beautiful. Normally it would be teeming with students. I mean, for me to be at this spot right now would be impossible because it would be covered with kids. But anyways, I've had a wonderful week. Let's see, what have I done this week? I've done a lot on Medieval Dynasty. I have had some wonderful meals. I cooked this week with fried rice from Whole Foods. They have a bag of fried rice that is amazing, and of course it's organic, so I'm kind of thinking it's good for me. But and I've done some exercise. I have been doing some virtual exercise, and you know, I kind of want to. I'm gonna post some of the stuff in this video. I hope I do it right. FitXR. There are several exercising virtual reality games that you can choose from. FitXR is my go-to because I had originally had it as BoxXR and I paid for it, and then they went to a subscription model, which is I think you have to pay $12 a month or something like $100 a year. But because I bought it when it was just a regular standalone without this subscription model, I'm grandfathered in. So I'm going in and I'm going to choose a background, and I'm going to do first a warm-up, and then I'm going to do an HIIT, high intensity interval training. But I get up again.
Hi, I'm Frida. Let's get nice and warm for your HIIT workout, starting with the neck side to side. Now inhale, reach up.
So I'm going to speed it up through the warm-up, but it's really nice. We do about 2.5, 3 minutes of warm-up, and it feels really good. At the same time, I am listening to music on my iPhone with an AirPod because I don't want to listen to their music. I get a copyright hit, but I enjoy it this way.
Hey, let's do this. In this workout, there are 2 exercises that you alternate between for a total of 4 times. We work for 30 seconds and rest for 10. First up is sumo shift squat. Take those feet wider than those hips. Hit up and hit down. Hit up and hit down. You want to shift side to side. Also, make sure those toes are slightly turned out. 30 seconds.
Again, I speeded it up here, and it's very enjoyable. You can see I'm working out my whole body. I feel like I'm hitting something. I can feel the cues pop when I hit them.
10 to rest. Second move is side hits with a shield. Double hit those cues. If they're on the right, hit with your left. If they're on the left, hit with your right. We start right. 30 seconds. Let's go.
There are so many sessions to choose from, and each one has a different focus. I really enjoy this one because I feel like I am using my whole body and I'm focusing on my core.
Yes, just like that. So back to the start. Sumo squat with that shift.
Okay, let's jump to the end.
Yes, great work. You worked that entire body today, and it's so good to get that side-to-side movement and that rotation. It really helps just in everyday life. I'll see you next time. So proud of you. Amazing work.
I'm sure you're glad I didn't show you the whole session. And now I'm getting ready to go to my next session, which is a boxing one. And this one really has me sweating. Again, I'm going to do the same thing where I'll show you the first couple of moves, and then we'll fast forward through it. Or I might even just skip to the end. There are, as you can see, there's so many things to choose from. This is one of my favorite boxing because it's hard. There's a lot of ducking. I'm using my legs a lot. And I like her encouragement. You get to choose what kind of settings you're going to work into. And I really like it. I don't know who this guy is. He must be the owner because he shows up between every session. All right, here we go.
Hey, what's up in Hello FitXR? Coach Casey here with 2 tracks of leg work. Let's get set in split stance. Left foot in front, slight bend in the knees, and shoulders rolled down and back. Incoming. Add an uppercut. Start low with the jab and energize your low to high drive on the upper. Then we make sure to get down quick to dodge the shot. Add a jab. We've built your chorus combo. Now go get it. Combo 5, start, cross, hook. This is where staying low on the slip counts. Use it to nail the low hook. And power it up. Ooh, the work. Shake your legs out and switch your feet. Combo 3's coming back. Relax and lean into your flow. It's time to rock this one again. Combos. You're doing it on repeat. You've seen and conquered all these moves. I know you've got what it takes to get to the finish. Power. It's your leg work day, and you are finishing strong. You got less than 15. Crushed it. Thank you for joining me. I'm Casey, and until next time, later days.
It killed me. I love this particular app. It's called HoloFit, and it runs by syncing with my elliptical. And as I am running on my elliptical, I am moving through this environment that is totally immersive. It's behind me, it's in front of me. There are lots of sites to look at. Right now I'm running through Cambridge, England, and it is very distracting. I don't feel like I'm on the elliptical. I feel like I'm enjoying the environment. Some people don't like it because they say it's very cartoony, but I like the fact that I am totally immersive. Like, look at this drone that comes up, and it's really funny and interesting. There are people alongside cheering me, and the whole experience is very, very immersive. These circles push me to stay at a certain rate, and then the interval type comes when there is a certain circle that tells me I need to increase my speed and push really hard, and this causes me to sweat. Look at the swans. It's really beautiful. At the end of the 12-minute push, I am exhausted, I am sweating, I am feeling it. I have done 1.3 miles on this gorgeous river. It is really a good workout. All right, I'm done. Oh. Ah, shit. Ah.
Oh, it's very normal to tense up in the calves since we use them so much in our everyday life. Now hamstring stretch, lift your left heel. Even a few minutes of stretching every day can improve a person's mobility. Let's do other side, same thing, calf stretch.
Do it right. But yeah, I've been enjoying myself and doing well. I found a new group on Facebook, beautiful black bald women. It's kind of nice because it makes me feel better. I still get looks for why did you do this to your hair? Why are you shaving your hair? And part of me wants to get defensive because I don't, and this may be controversial, those nail things where they have all that stuff on their nails, that is so gross to me. I just think of it as bacteria catchers, and a lot of the hairstyles are, it's just too much. The eyes, the whole thing. But I want to talk about something I haven't mentioned before. Hi. I'm wonderful. Isn't it nice and quiet? Do you miss the kids?
Not really.
Have a good day. Since 1981, I want to say, I shaved under my arms and I shaved my legs, and it never grew back. It was interesting because later on I started shaving the side of my head, but I'm going to show you, I do not shave my underarms. And let me see if I can get my legs in the picture. I have not shaved my legs since 1981. I don't know where it comes from or why, but I'm not complaining about it because it's very, very, it saves me a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of energy. So I think that I'm going to take some 360-degree photos. I did want to talk about a few other things. Okay, what did I want to talk about? My week, especially my week, as far as living single, sober, and small. I was in a group in Zenith. It's a virtual reality game I play. I've talked about it before, and I've shown you clips about it. And I had, how can I put this? I try to be joyful. I try to be fun. I try to bring, I don't know, it's, you're just sitting around, you're just, you're talking about the game. Sometimes when you're playing the game and you're taking down a boss or fighting in some way, you are, there's nothing else to do but hit and release and fight and throw your stuff and hit your swords or whatever. And I try to bring a little fun to it. And I think it's something about me that gives people permission to be mean. And I can't even tell you what exactly it was, but just sometimes, oh, that April, or yeah, we know her, and in this particular instance, I was doing something that helped the whole group. I'd go into the details, but it would just bore you and you wouldn't understand. But I was doing something that was helping the whole group, and it took me a few steps to do it. And while I'm doing this few steps to help the whole group, they're just sitting there doing nothing. Some people go off and have phone calls. Some people are doing other things on their phone, but I am actually actively doing something. And the thing I was doing didn't work the first couple of times, and then I realized why it didn't work. And when I came back, I couldn't get back in the group. Now, normally when somebody can't get in the group, we stop and come back out and we get them. especially someone who was trying to help. But they didn't come back and get me. So I waited and waited. And when they finished, it turned out that the thing that I had been doing all along, someone else had done it as well. And they were able to finish the thing we were trying to accomplish in the game. I hope this makes sense. But here's what really got me. If this other person could do it just as easily, why was it always me doing it? And that, I don't know. I have found in my life that my time and my energy, because I am enthusiastic and helpful, has been seen as less than valuable. Oh, April will do it. In fact, when we started doing this, oh, there's bees. When we started doing this thing, when I was helping, I was waiting for someone to say who was going to do it, and they just chimed in that April would do it. And I mean, I get along. I'm a people pleaser, so I get along to get along. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want the bear? No. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I am hogging the bear. Sorry. I'm hogging the bear. There's a bear behind the statue here, and I was kind of hogging it so that people couldn't. Somebody was trying to take a picture, but anyway. So back to the story. It just irked me a little bit that they went ahead and finished without me, and that this other person, to me, it seemed like if this other person could do it just as well as I could do it, then maybe we should have alternated instead of me doing it every single time, every morning. So I just found another group to play with, and it just gave me a flashback back to high school and stuff. But I solved the situation and I feel better about it. Plus, I've been doing more in Medieval Dynasty, and I want to try to explain Medieval Dynasty right now, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, good morning. I am AprilPvd, and I am going to show you one of my favorite things that I do in VR, along with so many other things. But I thought I'd take a moment to explain what I'm doing. So I am wearing this headset. I usually face with my back to this camera because I want you to get my perspective, so it looks like so you can see what I'm doing. But excuse me, I hate when I do that. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I usually face with my back to the camera so you get my perspective of what I'm doing, and it looks like I'm doing it on the camera. But I have this camera and it takes out the background, and I'm wearing a headset. This is the Quest 3 with a Bovo Halo head strap. It's called Halo because it sits on your head. It's kind of, I think it's named after those things that they use for people when they get surgery on their head and they have to have that thing hold it up, and not after, kind of like, well, anyways, it's called a halo for that reason. But it's very comfortable. It sits on my head. This is me, and this sits right on my head, and there's no pressure on any parts, so it's comfortable. And then I have a battery backup, and I have one earpiece. Normally, if you're wearing the inner ear thing, you would need one here and one here, but I'm deaf in this ear, so I only need one. And I was really happy when they made it so that it was on the audio was on this side. On the Quest 2 was on this side, and I had to bring it over to this side. So anyways, so these are my controllers / hands. And the buttons on here allow me to do things. And as you can see in the video, there's my hands. And there's the recreation of it on the screen. So this is currently what my avatar looks like. I can change it. I think that this is the best representation of me. Okay, so now I'm going to face back. Although I wish they allowed you to do tattoos. I'm pretty sure they probably would. You can edit it. You can get different clothes. They even have shades. Every week they have things you can get for free. Do I want to wear shades? I can save it and then take it off. So now I own these. They also have things that, wow, look at that. That's something. They have shoes that you can buy. These are Puma things, but I'm not spending money on clothing. I just won't. If they come up free, I will take them. I think that's too much. Let me take the glasses off. Mm. You can change your eyes. You can do all sorts of things with it. Oh, here we go. Eyewear. And none. Although there's a lot of cute eyewear. Some for sale. Anyways, we're gonna go back over here. And this is, so you can, this is my home base. And what it is it's just a building that represents a place I can be in when I log into my screen and when I use my menu to access information such as starting a game or changing my settings or what have you. But you can modify it to look the way you want it to look. Now, I'm going to show you, there's different environments. Some of them you can have a picture outside. Some of them have their own pictures outside. The one that I was using is called Cascadia. And this is its default looking look, which is nice. But I like to add a picture. And I usually make them myself. I use a camera to take 3D photos. So this photo's all around me, and this is my balcony. But anyways, today I wanted to show you what I like to do the most. Virtual reality is a lot of fun, but it is very technical, and there are a lot of things you have to adjust, like the fact that I'm trying to keep my whole head in this scene because I hate when it's, you know, just my floating shoulders. But the camera does it on its own, and I just have to keep myself in a certain position. Now, while I'm in VR, one of the things I do, several of the things I do, is that I stand. Now, some people play sitting, and it is perfectly playable while you're sitting. But I personally like to stand because I like to move and get a little bit more exercise from my playing. One of the problems I had with playing video games in the past, and I've been playing video games almost all my life, and ever since I got a computer in the 90s, is that you're sitting down in front of a keyboard. So this allows me to move around and use my whole body. And to get more out of it, I'm also wearing weights. I'm wearing weights on my wrists and weights weights on my ankles so that I can move. I have a area that is delineated by a weight map, coincidentally, and then I have a smaller map that I use to keep myself centered. So this is my this is Medieval Dynasty.
What's going on?
This is my son, and it has rudimentary interactions with NPCs. So you use basically text boxes. Look how much I've grown. Soon I'll be reaching the upper beam in our house. And then you have a response. Usually there's multiple choices.
I've got to
but
go.
This is just the my progeny. This game has an interesting dynamic that as you age in the game, and I call it a game for lack of a better word. I think it's more of an experience. Right now I'm 35. Once I get to 67, if he's not 18, the game ends. If he is 18, then I
How can I
can
help
start
you?
playing
Have a
as
nice day.
him. So that's why it's called Medieval Dynasty. This is my
Hail,
husband.
friend.
And you just have little chats
Goodbye.
with him. But our interaction is 100%, so I really don't need to chat. So it is almost time to go to bed. It is the third day of the season for winter. So when the day is over, you go to sleep, and then tomorrow a new season will start. So I'm going to wait until tomorrow to show you my little dynasty. As you can see, it's nighttime and it's snowing, and again, it's just an experience that it's more of an experience and a place to go and do stuff to, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel good here. And I am doing things. I'm not winning battles. I do fight animals. Sometimes the wolves come in and then I have to go out and kill things, but I'm going to show you in a moment. We're going to go to bed. I'm going to sleep till the morning. Now, the NPCs here are rudimentary. They don't do a lot. They don't really interact. But think about the future when the AI is even better. Okay, so now it's a new season. And it tells me that some of my workers cannot work. I have a farm. Who can't work? Just, oh, okay. There's not enough seeds. All right, so first I want to do a nice little tour of Aprilville. The game is really interesting, and again, I use game. When you start out, you have all these quests, but to me, the quest is really just the quest line, which lasts very long, is really just a long tutorial to teach you how to create and what you can do. And what I have come to do is make this place that I call Aprilville. So that's my first windmill, and that's my main house. I'm building up a little stockade around it. And some of the trees I planted, but some are grown here. Says I'm getting hungry. I'm good. So I have each of these buildings are for creating stuff. So I'm going to try to, I know this is going to be long and drawn out, but I don't know how else to do this. This is my Huntsman Lodge, and you need at least one because this is where I make my bows, and this is where I make rope. But I also have someone here, and he's a hunter. The hunting lodge, and every day he produces raw meat and leather. So I have 3. This is one of the guys. I think this is Bernard. Are you Bernard?
Hello.
Yep, Bernard, and he's going to work. Good job.
See you
Keep
soon.
up the
Hail,
great
friend.
work. Woodshed,
Goodbye.
chopping wood and building planks. This is my pottery place where I make clay things. Another woodshed. This is my resource. This is where everything is stored. I kind of wanted to do the map thing. So I'm here. This is my house, and this road goes around the lake here, as you can see. Now, they told me my worker couldn't work because there are not enough seeds. Now, the place where I put my seeds for the workers are in here. And there's carrots and beets and cabbage. That noise was my gargling. So let's see who this carrots and beets. So we're out of onions. So I'm going to put a couple of carrots here. And that should make everybody have enough. Oh, she's got all wheat. Oh, she has no wheat. So we're out of wheat and they're out of wheat. All right, so what I want to do real quickly is I am going to harvest my wheat. I have some fields that I do because I just like, well, I like the interaction. I want the wheat. And you'll see at another time why I want the wheat. I'm just doing a rudimentary explanation. But, I should have got wheat seeds from those. I wonder why. I didn't get any wheat seeds. Usually when you harvest, all right. But I got no wheat seeds. What happened? So that's why they're out of wheat too, because they didn't get any wheat seeds. Okay, so these are the worker houses. This is where my workers live. And because I need wheat seeds, I am going to go to another part of town and try to find some wheat seeds. Before I go, I do want to get rid of the wheat that I just harvested. Oh, there's some. Oh, I did get wheat seeds. It just didn't show up that I was getting wheat seeds. Okay, so we did get some wheat. Okay, so we did get some wheat seeds. So let's see. That might satisfy some of these, but not all. All right, she now has enough wheat seeds. She now has enough wheat seeds. Okay, so they look like they're good. I will go. Oh, I am getting hungry and thirsty. So I have these water bottles. To drink. I have to monitor my water intake. And I can refill these here in the lake. So I'm hoping that you're understanding that this is really an interesting survival farm management experience. All right, so now I am not thirsty, but I'm hungry. So this tells me that I'm healthy, that I have stamina, that I could use a tiny bit more water. And fill that up. But I also need to eat. See, the green line is moving over there. And I have these flatbread with meat. It gives me 100% happiness or health. So if I'm sick or if I'm injured, I can eat these and it'll heal me. It gives me 100% food. So now I'm 100% sick. So I am also going to save. And even though I am wearing this headset, when I am standing here, I feel like I'm on my farm. Like I said, these are my fields. Oh, I hate that my head keeps going away in the video, but nothing I can do. Over here is my livestock. So I have pigs.
How can I help
Hello,
you?
Blanca. You're doing a great job.
Have a good day.
You want to? Oh, sorry. These are my pigs, and the workers feed them and then remove their poop for fertilizer. These are my chickens, and again, the workers feed them and then put the eggs in the resource channel. So I have I have 1, 2, 3 pig sties and 1, 2, 3. No, I have 2 chicken coops. Just 2 chicken coops. All right, so everything is looking good here. One of the things I do every morning is redistribute it. The workers put the things that they make for me in here, and I take them out and put them somewhere else. I'm low on ore, so tomorrow the guy that's making my ingots is not going to have room. So I put my ingots in here. This is my smithy, and he's the one making the ingots. And I have more than enough ingots. So these are what I use to make tools and things. So I may, what's the other one? Huh. Did I put the copper one in there already? Maybe I did. Okay, I may take him out of that position and put him somewhere else. Okay, and then over here is where they put the food that they harvested. This way. Oh, you know what? That should not be there. I wonder if anything got lost. And then this is the flour that the miller made. So then I put, and it's a resource management, but it's also a decorating thing because I can make things to decorate stuff. And put these reeds over here. And the planks go here. So I'm trying to lighten up my backpack because I am going into town. And while I'm redistributing stuff, because this is where the workers put stuff, and that can become full. I don't know if I'm explaining myself well enough, and for someone who's not too familiar with this may seem chaotic. All right, these are the onions I just collected. And I still have to harvest my vegetables, which are everything that you make, they're making, I'm using for other purposes. So it's like you're making stuff to make stuff. All right, so only other thing I want to get rid of is that potion bottle. I don't need that in there. And then, oh, and I got to keep track of the time. Of course, the day moves faster. So as far as my gaming goal, there are quests that I can do to increase my reputation. I always want to check on my son. He's now 8.
I've got to go.
He's now 8, so I have, as he's aging, which is great because I need him to turn 18. He was 7 earlier. All right, so now we're heading to town, and there are a couple of things we have to do. The first thing we have to do is pay our taxes. Oh, shoot, I did not mean to do that. I found out the other day that there's all sorts of things that you find out. If you collect the berries with your scythe, you sometimes get 2 berries instead of 1. So now we're going to town. And while I'm in this world, I get lost in it. I'm having fun, and I'm also doing my stretches. I like to do stretches while I am in the world. While I'm doing while they're doing the transference, while the loading screens are on. I always save the game because if anything happens, if it crashes or whatever, then you've lost what you've done since the last save. This is the tavern where I go to pay my taxes.
Hello.
952.
See you soon.
Took a big chunk of my money. But I can get
Best goods in the
a
van.
lot of it back by selling stuff like my leather. Okay, so he only has 700. I'm going to take some of this back. Each merchant has a limited number of money that they can sell. But I can get some of that money back. And some of the leather I can use to make things, which I will. Okay, so, save the game. These are things, copper knives. I don't know if I feel like making any copper knives. This is easy. Torch, small sticks, and a log. And hunt 3 wolves. I can do that. So I already have the torches and the logs. So I immediately could turn that one in. Now, I know I'm going really fast, and I'm trying to get you an understanding of what it is to play this game. I'm going to show you one more thing. So we travel by using these signposts. I know I didn't go over that, but and then there's lots of people around. They're limited in how you can interact with them, and I'm going to go to the rocky area. My goal right now is to pick up the seeds I need for my workers. I'm making a lot of flour because I like baking stuff, and because there is a part of the game where you can sell the goods that you make at a restaurant. I want to show you one more thing before I let you go. There are dangers. One of the dangers here are these boars. They can come at you, and they can hurt you. But they do give you leather, which I showed you can trade for gold. And they give you meat, and you have to skin them. Alright, and one of the things you have to do is make gear. That knife that I just used broke because it had gone through all its uses, but I have a backup knife. And now I can, pick up all of the things that particular that boar dropped, which was some skin and some meat. But there was also some stuff on the ground that I had left. Now here's one of the neat tricks that I found that I found out recently is that you can have this is the resource center that is in my village, but I can make one almost anywhere around the map, and when I put stuff in this one, it shows up in the one on my farm. So there's a lot of different things you can do. I'm going to show a couple of things real quick because I know I've made this so long. One of the things that you can do is mine ore. And I noticed that I'm down on ore, and tomorrow my smithy won't be able to make any copper ingots. So I'm going to quickly go in here and grab some copper. So these are the caves, and what I need in here is a light. And a mine. So this is my torch. I light it by rubbing it on something rough. And I'm going to go in here and mine some copper real quick. I do need iron, but I'm going to do that later. So these are regular rocks. You can tell the copper rocks because they have like that in it. Oops, I accidentally put my torch in my bag. I think I'm going to put chapters so if people want to run through this part, they can. And I used to make different, what is this? I think that's just regular rock. Let me see. Oh yeah, I must have been down here and had a pack full of stuff. Now they're going to be bringing co-op, which is going to be interesting because it means that we'll be able to share and instances. Oops. All right, so that's enough. I only needed a little bit of copper to make my smithy productive for tomorrow. And I think I have 2 torches, so I'm going to leave that torch here. And I'm definitely going to put chapters in this one because some people might not want to experience this whole thing. So now I can go to this box and take this copper and put it in here, and it'll show up in all my resource buildings. And so the thing is, I could actually have workers here, and I can have workers all over the area. So now my biggest thing now is I'm going to Sadabor. Each of these places do different things and sell different stuff. Let me show you the map again when I materialize. But first I'm going to do some exercises. Scissor squats. Of course, okay, so now I'm in Sadabor. Sadabor is over here. They sell pigs and seeds. We have chickens up here. I was just at that mine right here called the Forgotten Cave. I'm going to go in here and get some seeds real quick. Sometimes this is the guy that sells the pigs. Sometimes there's quests here as well. And like I said, the quests are mainly to give you reputation. My current reputation is 19,468. The one nice thing about this game is that they constantly upgrade it. So I don't see any wheat. Oh, here we go. Here's some wheat seeds. And I don't know if I showed you, but the way you buy stuff here is you wave at
My
the
wares
guy.
never disappoint.
It shows how much money he has, how much money I have. I need to pay 120 for the wheat seeds, but I have some leather that I can trade. Yeah, that's good. Sometimes it's good to keep the leather because
See you soon.
I can make stuff, curtains, different things. There's a book where it shows things you can make for decoration that needs different things. Sometimes it needs leather. Sometimes it needs planks. Some things need clay. All right, it's getting late. So I'm going to head home. Oh, yeah, I'm going to head home. The day is, I think it's 45 minutes, so that you have time to do things. One of the things, okay, so doing my stretches. There are shortcuts to, there are different ways to go everywhere. Each of the points leads a different way. I'm just picking up these blueberries. So I am currently at the mound, which is here. There's a cave over here behind me where I can mine stuff, but it's called Caves of the Fang because I think there's a bear in there that you have to kill every time. This is my home, and it says the forest area. So each of these lead to a different place. That one leads to Crossroad. So I'm going to forest area because I'm going home. And then I put the seeds in the chest to make sure everybody can plant tomorrow. I still haven't planted and harvested mine, but we're going to start the day. My workers are going to be heading home soon. One of the things I like to do is light the lamps. Now, the thing about lighting the lamps, though, is that, okay, here we go. I knew I had a torch in here. Is that they do go out eventually. But it's such a homey feeling when they're all lit. I did put everything here was blank when I got here. The land was blank. And I cut down trees and put up things to create the atmosphere. So it's like it's like Sims for the farm. Oh, something, I dropped the carrots. That's not good. I do not kill the rabbits. It's a tradition I have that comes from World of Warcraft. I let the little bunny rabbits run around. I only kill the wolves if I need it for a quest. These are all the worker houses. Oh, there's a quest up there. Have to be careful there. There's a boar. Got it. You do have to watch out for your tools because they do wear down after each use. This one is 65%, but it's iron. If I make stuff with my iron ingot, it lasts longer. I hope I'm not upsetting anybody who's... Of course, it's just a simulation. Where's my torch? There we go. Let's light the rest of these lights. I imagine that this game, again, for lack of better word, would not appeal to everyone because there's not a lot of fighting. There's no competition. I am just competing against my own aesthetics. Isn't it? Oh, some rain put out my light. Which makes sense. It's raining. I have to cover it up. So I'm just competing against my own aesthetics, my own desires. So I'm going to go home. It is after sunset. So I'm going to go start a new day. Oh, I forgot to put the seeds in the resource. I think I'll need it for tomorrow other than for me. One of the nicest things that happens is when you walk away from your backpack, it does go back on your back. All right, I want to show you one more thing before I stop this. I'm going to start a new day. My husband's sleeping in that bed. My son's sleeping in this bed. So I'm going to sleep in a tight bed. Oh, I need to eat and drink before I can go to sleep. You can't go to sleep on an empty belly. If you get too hungry and thirsty, you can die. So I guess if they don't want you to die in your sleep. I like to be totally full. I can refill this later. Oh, here's my food. Okay. Now, normally before I go to bed and start a new day, I save. Sleep till the next morning. Another day. Check my workers. They all can work. Everybody has everything they need. I know it's silly, but it's so beautiful. Now I have all my workers, I have all of these workers, and all of them except Bert is in the worker houses. So I have, let's see, so my population is 19. I think one of those is my husband out of 20, so I can hire one more person. Anyways, I want to show you one more thing before I go, and that is the bandits. Oh, I probably could have shown them down there. And there are, I think I'm in the wrong area. Let me go to, there are boars here, but no bandits. All right. Let me look for the bandits. Sometimes there's bandits on my area, and I have to go around and clear them out. It's an interesting concept. It brings a little bit of extra excitement to the game. I might just try to cut this part out. I love being in here. Right now, I have a breeze. There are all sorts of resources you can collect around the area. Right now, I have a breeze coming off the balcony, and it feels like I'm really here. Sometimes there are bandits. Actually, you know what? I need to go somewhere else to kill the bandits. I'm going to show you where there's definitely some bandits, and I do have to check out these quests that I am doing. Oh, the only one I have left is the 3 wolves. That's all. It's really easy to do. Sometimes it's 7 wolves. All right, let's go here. And you have 3 days, 3 of the game days to do the wolves. I hope I haven't lost all of you by now. And I want to include this whole thing without fast forwarding because this is so much fun for me. This is what I do on a regular basis. There's also another game I play called Zenith, which I talked about earlier. And that one is it's a multiplayer game, and it's more fighting and just a whole different feel to this game. And it's a heavily competition game. So this is where I was before, where I got the ore. They're the pigs, the boars rather. I like to say boars to differentiate them from the ones that I grow for manure. So up here is a little enclave of bandits. And sometimes you have to kill them for quests. Sometimes there's a mine in here that has a few more resources. So what you have to do is, well, 2 things I like to do is, one, I like to make sure my bow, I get the bow that has the highest value available. I want to make sure I have health potions. On my first page. Okay, so the health potions there. Oh, I forgot to refill my water. This doesn't need to be on the first page. I'm going to put my axe on the first page and put my second highest bow in there, and then put another bow on the first page. And I have quick access to another bow, and then I'm going to save the game. And you'll see why in a second. Alright. Oh, it seems like there's one, but there might be another one hidden somewhere. Now he can shoot at me. And if he shoots at me, he can damage my health. Usually there's 4 or 5 up here. Huh. That was pretty easy. I'm suspicious. Alright, so I can take his bow, and he has some money, 45 gold. That's a nice haul. I also hit save again because I survived. I think this is an ambush. Now, he's got apples. I'll take that. Usually there's gold in here. Maybe I've been up here recently and they haven't respawned. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the tunnel. And to do that, I'm going to put my, just make sure, which bow is this? This was 66. 45, 53. Okay. I'm going to go in here, but I'm going to need my axe for close-up combat. And you'll see in a second. I'm actually, at this point, slightly nervous because I know they're in here and I have to be on my guard. I am going to do a save because when you die, you have a choice to go to your last save point. All right. Now, one of the things that happens in here is that they ambush me over here and then I can't see them. Oh. Alright. Maybe I have been up here recently and they haven't respawned. Alright. So I can get some iron while I'm up here. Oh, nope, put that back in there. Oh well, you saw what one bandit was like. I wanted to show you what it's like when you have to fight a whole bunch of them, but I guess I'd been up here recently enough that they hadn't respawned. There's all sorts of little pretty things in here. There's mushrooms you can pick that are used for meals, mushroom soup. And they just build all this like pretty atmosphere. The light's coming from up here. Oh, and there's a chest in here. Onions, carrots, lights. Still not out of it, so I should still be aware. They could still be in here and attack. Oh, I need to save. Always save. Oh, there's my light. My light. All right, we're out. So this is just a small part of Medieval Dynasty. I'm sure I did not give you a whole understanding of it and what it is, but it's so much fun for me. I made it out. I'm saving. And I hope you enjoyed this part of virtual reality. I have been doing virtual reality since 2017. I absolutely love it. I think I'm going to close out here, but I'm going to keep going because I have a couple of things I need to do. I'm going to jump down here so I don't have to deal with those boars. I'm going to go get some seeds in the middle of the day. I still have to hunt Still have to hunt some wolves. I'm going to go take some 360-degree photos down here on this beautiful campus, and I hope it works out. This is AprilPvd at Brown University in PVD. Life is good. We hope it's good for you. Right, Maja? Say hi to the bear. You see the bear? Those are bears. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, like, comment, subscribe, and share.